Ladies and gentlemen, we have a tweet. So,
Okay.
Cam Skattebo is addressing his appearance on Monday Night Raw last night, where he, Andrew Schultz, and other members of the New York Giants got into it a little bit with the sleazebags of the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Now, listen, it was during an interview with Jackie Redmond where, real temper started to flare as Dirty Dom, Rey Mysterio's boy, who has grown into quite a dirtbag of an individual. This guy, he'll lie, cheat, steal his way through anything, and he'll start stuff with anybody. And behind him, Finn Balor, this guy has never touched a carb. He's got 2% body fat, and he's an ass kicker out of Ireland. And Andrew Schultz obviously gets disrespected and pushed. And Cam Skattebo says, excuse me, Don. And J.D. McDonough, who we thought maybe had the biggest head, with Cam Skattebo's head kind of on opposite sides here. This is something of colossal proportions that is never really thought could come to fruition. Skattebo's dome on one side, McDonough's on the other side. Holy hell, you're talking about granite and marble.
Shit.
Staring each other down. Skattebo on the mend, on the mend. Shoves his ass down and says, don't you be disrespecting New York like that. Gets pushed back, obviously maintains his balance. As Abdul Carter and the rest of the New York Giants get involved in this stupid Judgment Day, gets their asses kicked out of the arena. Now, John Cena will go on and take on this slimy Judgment Day in his last appearance in Madison Square Garden. But there's a lot of people going after Cam Skattebo for doing that are New York Giants fans saying, hey, enough with the fucking...
Enough of the physical against WWE fans.
Okay, we don't need that right now. All right, we don't need to see you doing that right now. Okay, we can't see you on a football field doing that. We don't need to be seeing you. Go to Monday Night Raw, great show. If it's in your town, you should go check it out. But we don't need you. We don't need that happening. He's saying, hey, honestly, if you don't like that I'm having a good time while dealing with a tough time, then just go ahead and unfollow me and casually move on. I'm not able to play football and have the fun I've been having my whole life, so I'm doing things outside the box, trying to find stuff to keep me happy. Enjoy the rest of y'all's week, and just don't talk about me if you ain't got nothing nice to say. Hell yeah, Skattebo.
Hell yeah, boy. All right.
Do your thing. Now, I was taken back when I saw him get pushed. I was like,
Yeah.
Certainly.
I mean, coming from someone who was just there at probably those same seats to watch you do your thing in Vegas, Ty, Comment, we were all there, just there. He didn't know this was going to happen.
No.
He was there enjoying the show in New York, and then sometimes you just run into a little physicality.
yeah, and sometimes you got to stick up for the city.
Always.
Especially for a city that has done so much for him already. I mean, he was becoming a hero in this town. Hopes to go on to continue to become a hero in this town. And if you're going to run your mouth and disrespect us, how about this? Eat fists, cuz. And that's what Skattebo's going to do till the end. That's why you love him.
Yeah.
Can't be the reason why you get mad at him. That's what he's saying.
And that's the thing, too, for Skattebo, like in his business, you get hurt. You're supposed to just kind of go back, kind of relax. In this business, you kind of have to stand up for yourself here. I mean, someone's talking shit to one of your guys. Yeah. So kind of the combination of businesses. Like Cam Skattebo's
And you got to stand on all of them.
Exactly. You got to stand on your business. So Scat's probably thinking, like, in my business, I kind of have to defend my guy because that's my business. But in this business, if I don't defend myself, then all of a sudden I got a guy, J.D. McDonough, who thinks that he's got a bigger head in his business than I have in my business. And it's like, hey, in these businesses, both these heads have to come to a halt at some point.
Yeah, and once again, at the end of the day, both sides say they stood on
business.
Yeah, and that's kind of the whole thing. That's all that needs to be said. Let's get a Giant superfan, Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown, Skattebo saying, "Hey, listen, tough time for me right now. Not able to play ball. I'm trying to get better. I'm rehabbing, and then I'm trying to figure out how not to just be miserable. Why don't we get off my back a little bit?" Giants fans were attacking. Is that what you were hearing and seeing?
Yeah, Giants fans, the kind of talking heads on the local sports talk radio were saying, "Hey, look, he's going to re-injure his ankle in this physicality." It's like, hey, all right, you fucking marks. Calm down. He's going to be okay. It's in a boot. But, yeah, honestly, last night I was like, hey, can we just maybe focus on winning a fucking ball game? Abdul Carter reports he slept through a walkthrough. He's there right next to Skattebo. He's not injured. I think, maybe he could focus up a little bit. But he did say he wasn't sleeping. He was just in recovery. But, yeah, last night my thoughts were, hey, maybe we're jumping the shark a little bit here. We've been losing for almost a complete decade now. But this week won me back over. He is injured. He's going through a tough time. And I do appreciate that he's just out enjoying his life. At the UFC event, he let out an awesome Ric Flair mid-match that I really enjoyed. So yeah, I'm glad he's kind of going through the Twitch car wash, enjoying his life.
Of New York.
Yeah, I guess you could say this is kind of the New York car wash, kind of the Jalen Brunson slot at MSG.
Aaron Rodgers, whenever he became a Jet.
Yep.
Look for Skattebo to potentially go check out Wicked.
Yeah.
Is that available on Broadway
Go
right
see
now?
the Rockettes here soon.
Yeah, potentially during a holiday.
Jersey boys.
And maybe he's putting that boot. Maybe he's moving that boot.
Now we're talking.
Get him on stage.
Not a bad idea.
Maybe that's the first time we see, like Tatum and Tyrese during their recovery here. Now, Tyrese has been trying to keep his mind occupied. Basically, anything that was happening in Indianapolis, he was trying to go to and just kind of stay, because he's just confined to his house if he's not doing that. So he was trying to go to events while doing rehab. And obviously, whenever you're very public, the people are going to need to see progression in your recovery. So every milestone marker that he puts up there is a big deal. So whenever he showcased himself dunking just a couple weeks after Tatum was dunking, obviously that's letting the fans know that you're getting healthier. It feels like the Giants fans didn't view this fight with Dahn and the last night as like, hey, this is good in recovery. I'm at the point where I can just go ahead and shove somebody here. It feels like it was viewed the opposite way. It's like, hey, you are nowhere near the point of your recovery where you need to be mixing it up with Judgment Day. And Skattebo, as long as you're back playing football, man, none of this matters. And however you got to get through it, you get through it, brother. We're pulling for you because you make football better whenever you're running your fucking ass through the entire other team. But like the way Tyrese is doing it versus the way Tatum's doing it, vastly different. And it's like, however you can get through this, because recovery is not fun, AJ. Nobody really talks about that. Rehab is terrible.
It's hard to enjoy anything when you're, especially when the season is going on and you're hurt. Like, I think it's tough to let yourself enjoy anything. So good for Skattebo, honestly.
You feel isolated at times, so I liked that his teammates were with him last night. He's still hanging out with the boys, because that can be a pretty isolated type situation that you feel like. So I think that's actually good for the culture, not bad for the culture. But then also, like, in rehab, it's painful the whole time. So, like, you're going into a building and it's painful. You're trying to relearn how to do the most basic things with your body that you've done for your entire life. And, there's scar tissue that's on there. So they're going to have to strip that away, actually, so it's not painful for the rest of your life. And to do that, they're just going to have a metal rod that they're just going to rub up and down your scars. And it's like, that is signing up for torture. Like, you're actually getting tortured while doing that. And it's like, that's just a part of the whole process. Oh, yeah, also, got to do these wall sits when your leg can't do it, and then it's potentially going to go out, and then they got these bands you're going to do, and then you're going to have to crunch your toes up just to move like a piece of cloth 6 inches, and it's going to be the hardest thing you've ever done. It's like the most tedious, miserable, isolating process of any athlete's life.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just always projected as, hey, he'll be back in 3 months. Nobody thinks about the 3 months. It's like, hey, we'll see you in 3 months or whatever. It's like those 3 months for said person, miserable. That's all sports, all recovery.
Absolutely. However you can get through it. And we talked about it yesterday. It's not like he's not showing up to work. He's still showing up to work and doing what he's doing on game day as well. So I like it. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah,
Abdul Carter did put out a story, too, saying he was getting, I know Bruce kind of alluded to it, he was getting treatment during the walkthrough. Now, that's tough to do. And I've talked to Coach BA about it, too. He said trainers have been fired over shit like that. So I know it's kind of rare, but I guess he wanted to clear up the sleeping on the job accusations.
Yeah, that's fascinating because normally everybody knows what the schedule is. Like, that's why whenever we heard the story, we were kind of confused. Because where would he have been where somebody didn't see him and say, hey, there's always that. Like, there's people in the bathroom maybe late, choose to go to the bathroom late, and people are like, gotta go.
Hey.
Like there is a lot of that conversation. Treatment room, same thing. Equipment room, I don't even know if anybody's in there because they're setting up practice. So, like, it felt like whenever I heard the story, like he missed it, but he was in the building. It's like, how? I don't even know how you do that. And then he said he was getting treatment?
Getting treatment, especially if you're like any point in the team, but if you're a rookie and you look around and you don't see like somebody else in your meeting room, like if I don't see another DB around, like I'm just surrounded by offensive guys, especially like, hold on, Spidey senses go off. Like, wait a minute, where's Burns? Where's Kayvon? Like, what's going on here? So, very weird story right now.
Yeah, I just said it's a little too quiet around here. Maybe they have a recovery room where you like put on the leg things. And
the Normatec boots and like in the darknet. Yeah, maybe it was in
salt.
What's that?
Salt things.
Yeah, like one of the maybe there's
float tank.
Yeah, float tank. If they have the float tank in the recovery room alongside the Normatex, that would be pretty impressive. But if they have like
there's digital, like everywhere has digital screens in every single room at facilities with pretty much the daily schedule. So if like a trainer's sitting there working on them, you would imagine like, hey, why is there nobody else in here right now? Why did I not feel any traffic walking? Like usually there's a lot of activity, and then if there's nobody there, it's because there's walkthrough of practice.
I think he fell asleep with the Normatec on. That's what I think happened.
I used to do that.
Recovery room. I think there's a recovery room. Maybe a little darker lights. Maybe not his highlights, okay, recovery room. Normatec here, got a foot thing, couple feet things over here. Let's see, maybe a recliner massage thing along this wall over here. Normatec options on the reclining, like the
AQ red light thing, probably maybe wearing on his head or something, or his face.
Yeah, maybe the Normatec's back in the corner though. He goes into Normatec, he reclines that bad boy, and all of a sudden, hold the phone. I was watching so much wrestling last night, I got a little tired, so I had to catch up from Monday Night Raw. And he just closes his eyes accidentally. Doesn't even mean to close his eyes. Accidentally closes his eyes because he's thinking about, I wonder if the Tribal Chief is going to return at Monday Night Raw, the last one for John Cena at Madison Square Garden. And then all of a sudden, guess what? We're in La La Land. And we wake up. Who wakes us up? Oh, it was them coming back from walkthrough. Holy fuck.
Oh, no.
Can you imagine how bad you'd freak out if that's the case?
Because there was probably people, go to the locker room. Somebody go find him. He's hiding in the corner of the recovery room on the Normatec. Man, they couldn't even find him.
OTC.
There's a chance. We're not 100% sure until we learn more on the story, but I do appreciate him there willing to fight for Skattebo.
Yeah.
And I appreciate Skattebo already wanting to fight for Schultz.
Exactly.
That's good for the city. That's good for everybody. That's good work, brother.